Really pouring on the coast highway here. Coming down. So buddy, that's the coast highway for you. Here we are, rocking through Vlore town on a rainy Thursday afternoon. 5 minutes ago it was raining so hard I couldn't see the road. And now it smells fresh. It's fresh here in Vlore town. Now we're going through Cheparo. Oh dang, I was at this school the other day. I thought it was abandoned, but it's in action. Now I'm on the fancy road all the way up to the mountain town of Cooch.
Allora, pensiamo al presente. Se oggi è giovedì, questa sera ci sarà una nuova puntata di Stasera C'è.
Made it up the mountain to Cooch, and now I'm driving along north toward Vlore. Now it's raining again. I just had to swerve for a dog that ran out and tried to attack the car. Look, and then he chased after me, growling and snarling. What a terrible little dog. I'm on the road that goes from Vlore up to Cooch. I made it to Cooch. Now I'm riding through this valley all the way up to Vlore. These are the Curvalesh Mountains. And if I remember correctly, they are the least conquered of all the parts of Albania over the centuries. Getting closer to Vlore, going through a little town called Gota. There you have it. Emri. Dieper.
Dimarak. Dimarak.
Dimalak.
Aroma.
Aroma. Okay. Jan Shiftar.
Kiputar.
I just bought a couple of killer melons off the guy. Here's a memorial to heroes of World War II, it looks like. There's homeboy stomping on the Nazi flag. Got that right, buddy. On the backside, 1920 tells the story. On the other side, inscription about 1943. Soldiers. The guy was very nice. Bought some melons. He's got his double eagles blazing in the glory of light. Now I will go back into the car and drive away north towards Vlore. I'm about to begin my descent into Vlore. This is looking north. That's the north edge of the city. And down below here, that is the city proper. It was super crazy to come in on the new Vlore bypass, and the road that goes from just below the Kanin Castle down to Vlore. When they built the new bypass, they sort of just ignored the fact that the access to the Vlore road is almost impossible to do. Very hard, sharp right, barely one lane wide. Cars coming up and going down. You can see all the tourists with their fucking GPSs all circling around because Google Maps tells you one thing, but the reality on the ground looks completely different. I just got to my apartment in Vlore without too much problem. Here's the front door. It's on the 5th floor of the building. There's the beds, wardrobe. The blinds are drawn at the moment. Let's see if we can get them open. There we go. There's a sea view. Come on. Come on, Betty. There's the balcony. Can't see inside here, but there's the sea view. Hi. Washing machine. Bidet. Toilet. Shower. Fruity soap. It's clean. Place to put your things when you arrive. Television. Big fireplace. Plants. Couch. Table. There's the kitchen. And here we have the balcony with the sea view. And the crazy thing was, I got this place on booking.com because now I'm a Genius level 3. 3 nights for 70 euros, which is insane. Anything in the fridge? Just some water. I've arrived at Lungomare. I found my apartment. I found the dude to let me in. Kind of a jungle of apartment buildings all along here. The apartment is nice, and I'm just walking around to see what Lungomare is like. And it's a recently renovated promenade. Very nice. Beach is right over there. This thing runs for kilometers. I'm facing south here, and it goes down at least 2 kilometers, if not more. And then the beaches all along there. Beach access, beach access, beach access. And then it runs north for I don't know how far yet, because I haven't been there. There's some ships with passengers. What are those called? Cruise liners, that's right. So anyhow, it's a built-up city, but it's also got a very nice waterfront. Very accessible to the public. Lots of family members and children and teenagers. The shebang. The whole shebang. It's here. It's the tiniest restaurant in the world. Poema Cafe and Bistro. Look at that little thing. It's the coolest little car I've ever seen. Check that thing out, man. So cool. Crazy clouds in the sky. Like the European Union kicked down for this lovely waterfront project. Now here's a lovely view of Vlore from the north, looking south into the city of Vlore. Right down below you can see the new road that enters Vlore. I'm coming on SH8, which is an old road. I thought I'd sneak my way through the maze of apartments, and I failed. Came to a dead end. These are the back streets of Lungomare. This is like 4th line. No sea view here. It's a concrete jungle. The sun coming back out to the front line. I'm going to try a different street to get to my hotel. Found my way on the proper street. Let's see if there's any parking for the guy. You could easily walk a round trip of 3 or 4 miles on beautiful waterfront and into a cosmopolitan provincial city. It's the Friday night scene in Vlore, Lungomare. This reminds me of Spain in the 80s. This reminds me of Santa Cruz of Tenerife. Disco beats. Big scoop. People like it though, huh? The Da Vinci Club is pumping too. Not quite as crowded, but Not for lack of trying. Here's the winner though, the Broadway Club. It's a pumping. It's a happening. Oh yeah, look at that place. Rock and roll. We're driving down the street of Vlore in the back streets. It's pretty crowded. Google Maps sent me on a crazy ass street, which was pretty fun. So now I'm down in the heart of the city. And it's very congested. I was looking for Vlore Old Town, and I'm not sure where I am at the moment, except that there's a lot of cars, a lot of construction, a lot of people on the street. Looks like they're fixing this town up. All the nice ladies selling flowers. Like I'm in some sort of nice area here. Let's see if I can find a parking spot. Could this be a spot? Yes, a spot. How'd that happen? I managed to find a very good parking spot on this leafy street. And I immediately came in and got an espresso at a place called Stop Cafe. It's Saturday morning, and everybody's out doing their thing. It's been rainy, so everybody's carrying their umbrellas. Even though it's busy, there's plenty of parking on the street in this little zone here. It's not too crazy. So far, in my very short stay in the downtown of Vlore, I'm getting a good vibe. Like you could blend into this place pretty easily and make a life here. Although it's really loud. I don't know how that would go. You'd have to find a little street or apartment that was away from a main boulevard so that you wouldn't be driven insane by all the noise. I just had a coffee at that little coffee shop. I'm such a dork. I come all the way to Albania, and what do I buy? Italian coffee cups. Here's my score from the coffee shop. I've been eyeballing that queue. I really like the queue. I've just run across a very cool garden center in an old house, an old yard. There's a couple old dudes hanging out in the front. Said it was cool if I looked around. Look at all the plants. Got some little succulents. And those little dudes that are everywhere around this town. Cool. Cat over there playing with the string. You can see it or not? The neighbor's yard over there. Crazy. There's a fancy door, liking it. How awesome is this? So cool. Here's a little greenhouse back here. This is the kind of place I like, more than museums. What's he got in here? Baby plants started. Very sweet. Some lettuce starts. All sorts of cool stuff. That house. Dated glory. So awesome. And back here. It's got some cacti. Some garden. Some garlic or something up there. Against the back wall. place. That kind of joint. Nice garden, nice cafe. There's mom selling some used clothes. I gotta check out this little street here. It looks pretty cool. It's quiet back here, not as much traffic. This area is getting a makeover. I think this is going to be the fancy neighborhood once it's all cleaned up. Well, I appear to have found the nifty Old Town Vlore, which has been done up like a movie set. I prefer all the side streets and stuff like that. So this is all you're going to see of Old Town Vlore from me. One by one, the high rises go up and the old houses go down. It's understandable. Real estate is choice. But these old back streets are pretty cool. Too bad they didn't see the historic value of the old homes and fix them up. But hey, that happens everywhere, not just Albania, so it's not just them. Everybody's got to make some loot. These houses are pretty dang cool. There's the fancy new stuff going on over there. Coca-Cola. And then let's go down here and see what's going on. There's the 24-hour funeral service. Never know when you're gonna die. It's good they're 24 hours. Can't plan that one usually. And eventually this will come down and a tall building will take its place. No doubt. But it's here for now. Some really cool paint jobs here. I bought some of these delicious cookies. I'm just waiting for the lady to come back with my change. From Vlore down to a town called Orecum, south past Radim, and down to the marina I am headed in Orecum. I'm just gonna come check out what's going on here. It looks like a lot of development has happened since I was here in April of 2021. The coastline along Radim especially is being heavily developed. Off season. All the chairs are put away here. All new shit here. Okay, let's take a little rip through the town of Orecum. Another site of ancient Roman settlement from 2,000 years ago. Town's got some history, but none of it's on display here now. Just looks like an average, normal Albanian town today. Here's the main street, and really the only street of significance. Not much happening today. Hello, Mr. Pedestrian guy. Let's drive out to the beach and see what's going on. This is the road to the beach. Also rather empty today. Looking pretty sleepy. Sure is windy. There's a few hardy souls out there sunbathing. Good for them. This is the other end of the beach. As I drive out of Oricum. For some reason I thought it was going to be more exciting to drive out here. This little village here along the edge of the town looks pretty cool. Bounce, bounce. Don't mind buying a crib along this little strip right at the end. Oricum. Definitely the land that time forgot. Bounce in the Lulu. Alright, let's hope this goes up to the castle. Well, I failed to find the castle in the village of Trajas. I found a couple of roads going up the hill, but they were both gravelly, very steep, and I didn't want to commit because I'm not in the mood for a crazy steep, gravelly hill at the moment. Super windy up here on the Vlore bypass. That there is the very south end of the bay. That's Oricum, the concrete factory. And there's the north end of the bay with Sazan Island. That's north across the bay. There's south towards Oricum. There's a couple of old abandoned houses up here on the road in Rabim. The olive trees are loaded. And off here is the view down to the sea. It was definitely worth the drive up here to Rabim on the side of the mountain. The view is spectacular. I haven't really stopped to look at the view from this side of my apartment building on the staircase. It's also a lovely view. I've decided to eat at this little grill seafood joint right around the corner from my apartment. There are the grilled calamaris, green salad, fried potatoes, a buttload of bread, and the restaurant is full. It filled up just after I got here, so I was lucky. This is the scene of the crime of last night's dinner. The cafe is packed in the evening. Right now it's early morning, so there's nobody here, but I just wanted to get a little picture of it in case anyone ever comes here and decides to eat at this wonderful little family restaurant and grill. If you ever decide to buy an apartment on the front line in Vlore, or any city for that matter, make sure that there is not a restaurant or bar on the ground floor that pumps loud music, especially on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Actually, it looks like there's a wedding going on here. Sunday morning wedding, how exciting. There goes the wedding party. I'm just about to leave Vlore and drive to Tirana Airport and drop off my car and spend 5 days in Tirana. I've been taking pictures of waves hitting the steps. I got splashed in the face pretty good, but I think I got some good action shots of waves hitting the steps.